Does your toddler's tantrum leave you feeling helpless and drained? I know how overwhelming it can be. The screaming, the flailing, the frustration. You try everything you can think of, but nothing seems to work, and by the time it's over, you're left feeling exhausted and defeated. But what if I told you that there's a hidden method, a simple yet powerful approach that could transform those outbursts into moments of calm? What if, instead of feeling like you're constantly walking on eggshells, you could confidently manage those difficult moments and respond in a way that brings peace, not only to your toddler, but to you too? I promise you're not alone in this struggle. It might feel like you're navigating this path without a map, but I'm here to tell you there's a way forward. Today, I'm going to share exactly how to manage those challenging tantrums with confidence, compassion, and a technique that actually works. It's a method that's often overlooked, yet incredibly effective, and it could completely change the way you approach your toddler's emotional outbursts. Stick with me, because this is a game changer for both you and your child. Before we get into the video, please kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our content. So what are we going to cover in today's video? Here's a quick breakdown. 1. Why tantrums happen in toddlers with autism and what's really behind them. We'll talk about the underlying reasons for these emotional outbursts, because understanding why they happen is the first step in knowing how to manage them. 2. A step-by-step guide to the hidden method that helps reduce tantrums. This is the heart of today's video. I'm going to walk you through a simple, effective method that many parents have found to be life-changing. It's not just about handling tantrums, it's about transforming the way you approach them. 3. Real-life examples from parents who have seen success with this technique. You're not alone in this, and it's so helpful to hear how others have used this method to make things better. I'll be sharing stories from parents who've successfully used this technique to reduce tantrums and help their children feel calmer and more in control. Before we get into the video, I would love you to check out this book titled Autism Positive Parenting by Sharon Davin on Amazon, and other recommended books with the link in the description. Diana shared that by praising her child, when they calmed down after a tantrum, she saw fewer outbursts over time. The key here is consistency. When your child experiences positive reinforcement for self-regulating, they'll start choosing calmness more often. Now let's talk about why this method works so well. The magic lies in predictability and sensory regulation. Research shows that when toddlers with autism can predict what's coming next, they experience much less anxiety. The more predictable their world is, the better they can handle transitions and difficult situations. Also, providing sensory support, like deep breathing or calming objects, helps reduce the physiological response to stress. This means that the tantrum doesn't escalate as much, because their body isn't flooded with stress hormones. While the method we've discussed is really effective, there are a few common mistakes that can actually make things harder for you and your child. 1. Ignoring the trigger. Sometimes parents don't realize that small triggers, like a change in lighting or a background sound, can be too overwhelming for your toddler. It's important to acknowledge these triggers and avoid brushing them off. 2. Trying to reason. During the tantrum. When your child is in the middle of a tantrum, it's important not to engage in reasoning or reprimands. They're not in a place to process what you're saying. Wait until they've calmed down before discussing the situation. 3. Overstimulating. During calm time. Make sure you're not overwhelming your toddler with too much stimulation during their calm moments. Keep things simple. Dim lighting, quiet spaces, and soft music can help maintain their calm state. While this method can be incredibly effective for many families, there are times when professional help may be needed. If your toddler's tantrums are becoming more frequent, more intense, or lasting for extended periods of time, it's a good idea to consult a pediatrician or therapist who specializes in autism. They can work with you to create a more personalized plan and explore additional strategies for managing tantrums. I really want to make sure you feel like you're a part of this conversation, because we all know that parenting a neurodiverse toddler can feel like you're constantly figuring things out as you go. I bet there are strategies that you have tried that work wonders, and I'd love to hear about them. Have you tried any of these methods we've discussed today with your toddler? Or maybe you found other tricks that really help manage tantrums. What's been the most challenging part of dealing with those emotional moments? Go ahead and leave a comment below. Share your experiences or ask any questions you might have. Because when we share our experiences, we help each other out. I want this to be a community where we can all learn from each other, so don't be shy. If you've had success with other methods, or if you're struggling with something right now, let's talk about it. We're all in this together. If you found these tips helpful so far, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton and allows us to reach more parents who might be looking for the same kind of support. And of course, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future tips, resources, or stories. This is all about giving you the tools you need to make your parenting journey just a little bit easier. And if you're enjoying this, we want to keep providing that value. All right, let's quickly recap the key points we've covered today. First off, managing tantrums in autistic toddlers is about understanding why these meltdowns happen. They're often triggered by sensory overload, communication barriers, or changes in routine. So the first step is identifying the trigger before it turns into a meltdown. Whether it's a loud noise, a change in activity, or even something as simple as hunger, knowing the signs early makes all the difference. Next, we talked about the importance of preparing for transitions. Autistic toddlers tend to have a hard time switching from one activity to another, so giving them a visual cue or a countdown can help them feel more in control. This simple preparation can reduce anxiety and make transitions smoother. Then, when the tantrum happens, the key is to stay calm and provide sensory support. Using techniques like deep breathing or offering calming objects, like weighted blankets or fidget toys, can really help your child through those overwhelming moments. It's about providing comfort, not control. Finally, after the tantrum has passed, it's important to reinforce positive behavior. Praise your child for calming down and help them feel proud of their ability to self-regulate. This positive reinforcement helps them build emotional resilience, which means fewer tantrums in the future. With patience and consistency, these small changes will gradually reduce the intensity of tantrums and help you manage your child's emotions more effectively. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. And you're already on the right track. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope the strategies we talked about will help you manage those tricky moments and make your day-to-day routine a little easier. But remember, there's always more to learn and new techniques to try. If you're looking for more ideas on how to manage sensory overload or create a calming home environment for your child, be sure to check out our next video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you can stay updated with all the tips, strategies, and advice we share every week. We've got so much more to offer, and we're here to support you every step of the way. And please, share your experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear how you've been managing tantrums, what's worked for you, and any other challenges you might be facing. Together, we can keep learning and growing as a community.